ex-president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, ama Ghana for atiase say, ono enyade na mamun owia NDC policy biada. It's on your screen. Say, I'm not stealing NDC's policies. Into a catch it about represent on omia NDC policy that na omia bin so that. Ti me no be shase. Na usi o ma waso mu hu se mu boa mo ya kromfo oni alaji do talk mu do Bawumia. You people were stealing NDC's policies and programs. Na answer na ye be shase no but watch this particular statement me sure say okay na see mu bebre no ere yafi enti alaji Dr. Bawumia.
Open economy with market determination of prices. Exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Exactly. If I change in this particular statement, underlying keyword I may pay that particular statement where alleged Dr. Bawumia, the word in fact. Or see, in fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weaker, it is the exchange rate that is going to expose you. Underline the word in fact. He made mention of this particular statement about 2014 and now upper Vice President Eddie. Until it mount to political platform, I can't say my hoodoo bebre. No phone na papai. Ebe a vice president of the land. After the exchange rate no kind na expose no. Na Ghana for bisa and say, masa. Na nya wona ka kire say if the fundamentals are weak, exchange rate na expose you no. They say exchange rate say na wo hu no. But you say T answer what am I? Me sure say okay, I'm building a particular case. Ti answer no pacho ti alaji Dr. Bawumia ye because papa we no odi true to the sense that his choice of words no o choosing it very very carefully titi ni ye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that I stated in 2014 that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. That was true then and it is true now. It is 100% correct.
That's it.
So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warped logic.
I see.
To jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in your currency, then the fundamentals must be weak. Do you understand the logic? It is very warped logic. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But if the exchange rate moves, you cannot jump to that conclusion that the fundamentals are weak. That defies logic.
All right, it defies logic, Ampa. Why are there? One person, or since as a fundamentals in a weaker exchange rate in expose you. Or say better, no one can say okay, say exchange rate in expose you because of fundamentals are weaker. That's a wide being ever form. No problem. But why are they? Nipa ba kope. PhD in economics. Usu ni ma de chen obi a yeti ase. Yento so. Usu for me pacho TME because seminar American I just want us to build this particular issue. So one we ni ya and 70 bi ho on ti ase because on this particular show no me build the issues no kakran. Afei de papa yi ba ko ye o. Ebedi vice president. Ena ono ankasa ekoyi team efen economic management team. A launchy economic management team. Efra almost said these are fundamental. I say a solid team. Epachoti abra or launchy economic management team. Per convention, the vice president of Ghana a head of Ghana's economic management team. Now, at that particular program, Osai can MOK NDC for S3 NDC for Epacho TNE. I'm building the case, so listen to me or watch this particular program very carefully.
When I look at the economic management team, it is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiramanting, Boachi Ejako, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team? I'm sure they themselves cannot remember who their economic management team was.
Exactly. Almost say I know the NDC for. Was the economic management team now or more asset up on? A very strong and vibrant economic management team. Now NDC for kwa better na John Mama ye president which between 2012 and 2016 NDC for NKI economic management team. Sad news I hate to man say. The first one, this is the first blow. Papa Ipa President Tedino, and you could be say. Na economic management team na one kasa a solid one na NDC for one kai wodiano. Won na down on. Ghana for see who juma na moye because management of the economy no enko yi pachu ti ansan so a osan dem a Ghana for one person.
Therefore, as the finance minister oversees the budget through fiscal policy, the governor of the central bank also focused on monetary and exchange rate policy. I focused on the complementary data and systems improvement that would ensure the ease of doing business and change the fundamentals of the economy, making it more dynamic and responsive to modern trends and the management of it more scientific and efficient. Ladies and gentlemen, I was thankfully appointed as chairman of the economic management team. As a subcommittee to cabinet, we do not have any decision-making powers, but I am very proud of the quality of advocacy to cabinet. We do not have any decision-making powers. As a subcommittee to cabinet, we do not have any decision-making powers. As a subcommittee to cabinet, we do not have any decision-making powers.
If I told you any was the economic management team no Bawumia down no. Omun take a decision. But a finance minister mum take a decision. Meaning one person, one was my showed the two different situations are when the fundamentals are weak, obey a vice president no benefit home. Economic management team now was a very solid one, was a benefit home. Yanko be so safamafo. Senior minister say economic management team na Bawumia down no. Now o make decisions and now make decisions. NPP party back no. Bawumia say they were very strong. Or see they were not making decisions. For say, were you guys making decisions or not? I'm building this particular issue.
I would want all of us here to, and on behalf of my colleagues, say a very big thank you to the type of leadership the EMT has enjoyed from Dr. Bawumia. A chairman who is so involved in the work of he works like a member, like a secretary. It's sterling quality.
Senior minister Osafo Mafo and Bawumia Safanson. So as chairman of Ghana's economic management team, then no. These people, they are very crafty. They craft and uses their choice of words very, very carefully. See, senior minister Osafo Mafo. How no Bawumia Abaso. Ma share that na echere wa adwuma nkrofo we nim ye. Oji Mamudu Bawumia dia. He is confusing you. Pachoti Osafoma for ye.
The EMT has enjoyed from Dr. Bawumia. A chairman who is so involved in the work of he works like a member, like a secretary. It's sterling quality, professionally excellent. So we are where we are because Dr. Bawumia is putting up a very professional chairmanship to the EMT. And I pray that we continue to work together as a team.
So what you say? One person. Now when my brother was after African assembly, you really nipa no matete ho. Watch it very carefully. Watch it very, very carefully. Nipa brother was after African assembly, no matete ho. I'll pinpoint one person to you.
I would want all of us here to, and on behalf of my colleagues, say a very big thank you to the type of leadership the EMT has enjoyed from Dr. Bawumia.
So when nipa camera no koto ni so no alaji Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ne nete ho no ana obo ni sembi EMT ni economic management team enti say Dr. Bawumia say akwa ka kire wo say as EMT no o make decisions abra ye man the fans are not here. Do you believe and trust him? Big blow to them.
I was thankfully appointed as chairman of the economic management team. As a subcommittee to cabinet, we do not have any decision-making powers.
So when nipa ba kope azankwa and before
Jimmy for party job. What's
your PP again?
a Jimmy for party?
A Jimmy for party in the Anonia Dodo.
Me President Kufuor when you go to Anabekala.
Now, Jimmy for party now, Bulgaria, also young people, Nino.
Oh, na some resume Jimmy.
So what you say? Let's go back. And now to see Bawumia NDC policies. Okay, number one, yen shall say. Me prrr, now watch it so prrr. Yeah, because NPP now hear me I'm saying we them. Watch it. When the video we could say we this live show no, Medini William Munufie Amakwana. This is the debate with Munufie. If I tell president name Amaka name we have a messages in na. Program we need say we answer na bidi matema. What di matem. Unhwe nsi we ya eni matem. Pacho mokai. NABCO Nation Builders Corps. NABCO. Na do dan kwaku for the be president no. E no catch the Ghana for so akofa di be friend NABCO. E no bo nipa 100,000 ano. So mo man fans. Ko bo twa. Kese ye man fans. Na do show boy. Na employ nipa 100,000. E mo match ye on the streets of Ghana. Ka o mo video. Ba cha so okay. NABCO no. Na NABCO no, obi be ka kire me say, oh, da bi na NABCO no, ena ya mfa nipa 100,000 bia, ena enye sa na e be kire o NABCO. Nipa FI. President of the land then. Na do dan kwaku for na me yet say NABCO initiative no, I employ nipa 100,000. Underline the word 100,000 here. Because I'm building a particular issue for you to know. That now do we NDC policy and I will mere ya ubehu. Alaji Dr. Mamudu Bawumia na NPP for dinner chino. And so catch this ampa, they have employed 100,000 people. Underline the word 100,000 people. Now mote NABCO no nipa e de kwahye ne nsa. Eye MPB wanya ne ba bi ko yura John Kuma. John Kuma so ma yeti ase say NPP for employ nipa 100,000. Yenko bisa John Kuma say a dear areas of our economy yankasa and as I nipa 100,000 NABCO no mudomo kwa kwe yejuma. So the job creation according to him cuts across all spheres of the economy including education, health, agric, security and entrepreneurship. Yura John Kuma sema okaya no. Pacho uful argument in the year. The President Addo Akufo-Addo's administration has employed over 100,000 NABCO workers. John Kuma Monsem no nti me chiro areas a NAPCO no e fa nipa wo ho. According to you John Kuma wanya ne ba bi ko no. E ba cho timi ye. NAPCO no e be adwuma on education, on health, on agric, security and entrepreneurship. Nti NAPCO employees no adwuma e do mo ye ni. E ba cho I'm taking you back to 2016. But you 2016 nipa no president of Ghana. 2016 nipa no ye president of Ghana. President John Dramani Mahama and na me no kasai. Oye president 2016 or no na no president of Ghana. Now the last budget statement oko presented of the floor of parliament echi the Ghana for no. Na ye rase tekwe and the finance minister Ghana. Nti on the document on your screen no. But is it big enough? So mutime ho kan. If it's not big enough, I'm about to wait and send them a comment in the comment section. Then I make it large. The budget statement of economic policy of the government of Ghana for the 2016 financial year presented to Parliament on Friday, 13th November 2015 by Seth E. Tekwe, Minister of Finance on the authority of H.E. John Dramani Mahama. The 2016 budget of Seth Tekwe presented here on 13th November 2015. Our President John Dramani Mahama Dimono. Sewoko paragraph 991. Pacho, wow, hear me no. Go for that particular document. Cross-check from paragraph 991. Be on page 185. That is why I bring out this particular screenshot. If it's not large enough for you to see, which one can share? Atifia seminar say job creation, youth employment initiative. All right, let me make it a bit clear, kakra, and I say a bit larger. Ana, wow, hemano, what me atiasi. They say, me will be a ehu. Let me take. But before I start, my main Chitty, why are they also making it a bit larger? But this is that particular document, Ankasa. And that was screens, no. So the budget statement and economic policy of the government of Ghana for the 2016 financial year presented to Parliament on 13th November 2015, which was Friday, by Seth E. Tekwe, Minister of Finance on the authority of H.E. John Dramani Mahama. But if this particular one is clear, that is offers our budget statement in the first page, enemy carry to her. Into my call that particular area. Paragraph 991. But you can paragraph 991. Chitty, is it large enough for now? I believe so. On our screen. Job creation, youth employment initiative. But this particular document, John Dramani Mahama, and a master take what kind of parliament. Okay, we in a about 2016 NDC Luciaba and NPP better key over. Okay, I say, Mr. Speaker, the national employment policy was launched with focus on the employment of youth, women, and the vulnerable. Subsequently, the Youth Employment Act 2015, Act 885, was passed with dedicated funding sources. If I underline the word, or the key word here, dedicated funding source, meaning say, na pesikana atoho, under the Community Improvement Program, we are making our Community Improvement Program, a total of 100,000 youth will be engaged in 6 different areas, namely waste and sanitation, security services, community teaching assistance, community health assistance, youth in afforestation, and youth in apparel. NAPCO na NPP for NAPCO no. It was a policy a John Dramani Mahama na de buy and all the Community Improvement Program. And one was the 100,000 a John Mahama making dedicated source funding at the 2 hono. Exactly the same 100,000 no. ɛna Nana Addo Akufo-Addo enso ye den etimi employee wamfa baako anka ho ɛna wanyi baako mfirim 100,000 sika na John Mama pede to ho no exactly the same 100,000 na Nana Addo Akufo-Addo be ebe fine eba cho esan ayen large that particular document na wa hwe ade bi wa ha almost say 100,000 youth no you be engage on 6 different areas: waste and sanitation. If I can underline these keywords: security services, community teaching assistance, community health assistance, youth in afforestation and youth in apparel. If I can John Kuma document and you say John Kuma also say NAPCO for no e dey adwuma poten and I would NAPCO for no eba beye. Word here is education, health, agriculture, security, and entrepreneurship. What was the same name? And then Kufu Pejade Betoha. And just change the name to NAPCO. But what I say? This is documents. These are documents. And the way now, can I let you to Munufie be catch and say, push a politician on for data near Juma, catch and so uncle for data mara. Mrs. Addo, seminar Dr. Munufie can no. There be the data now that Dr. Munufie so why this particular channel? I mean, say me who that particular seminar, Papa ne can no. Now the data no, I be said Dr. Munufie and ask a question. The massa. Why now catch and say young copy data. Name for data near Juma. Now for the data no so but to data no so no ebo. Because why nye allergy Dr. Munufie say every day Papa na ade oni mo Ghana so that nipa o. Or that nipa nkwa Munufie nti NPP for no mudi Dr. Munufie echi. Sometimes I pity them. It's like omo nse nim nipa na omo di na echi no. Enye no nkwa o me do beko ye beko ye nim me say me wada age teacher class 1 teacher no. So I do a lot of research answer na maba. Me nye research mi ya I don't come to this particular show because me person me can sim bia na me ya de bia da bia no hye me no bisa me question na me nyansa mawa e be affect me. Nti Munufie na kasa ne cancer ansem we e de kire Ghana for.
Data brings light. People who don't like light don't like data. So when you see a politician trying to talk, you just say, bring the data to support what you are saying. And let us talk.
In the data na Munufie akofre match no, ene ye de man no. Say massa, you were stealing NDC policies and programs for nothing. Pacho, yanko the second one. Let me wada jepa, but me no so how the you better ask that for. And let me take my time and then maybe read some news messages be modia ba na fi de yento aso. Because me o mere pa mpese ye budi data no bo alaji Dr. Munufie style bi abi. If I'm mobile. Emily, see that means Akufo-Addo don't have any idea about how to govern. They were going copy cutting, and if you try to copy people, you will make mistakes. Exactly. And one will say, Abra omu use 100,000 people now join the money mama. I pay dedicated so funding that was they couldn't pay a single NAPCO employees anymore. They couldn't pay anybody. They decided not to pay because there was no money again. Wow, Kwame. We are keeping the fire burning. That is how we need to do. We need to do this kind of things. Mary Queen will say, NPP are very good liars. They wish to be in power to continue stealing. That is the only thing they wish to be doing because other than that, no many ideas be over here. They have no ideas anywhere. How many baby are? Jesse say you are doing well, Munufie. Intelligent Ghanaians watching good show to keep up the good work. Munya, medasi. Why are they? Sometimes that is how I want us to do things because I keep saying, say, this is a family channel, and we don't need to lie to ourselves. I say a kind of criteria because I will say, Ghana for the opportunity to make informed decision. It do about to matter. But one day, and I'll be implant this kind of ideas into people. You need to let them know the kind of people we are playing with them in the society. That is only me, sir. You be to make informed decision because you perceive a teacher area. We need to understand the direction of the mind. But see who's other direction and that is my duty And that is why I keep on saying, say, let's make informed decisions. Sometimes that is how we need to do the show. What am I saying? Tinanado say, when we are NDC policy, the first blow, NAPCO, about not to ho. But me found another one. NPP ni beti wa. Ase na so be na chi. O say akwa we ditro. But I'm okay this particular program of NPP. The year of return. So what I say? Omo di ye de bebre o. NPP for. Hwe akoro no.
Mo kwara ne ti. Wa sia.
Ade a omo nim ya no. The year of return no. NPP for na na do ma ye say omo the policy bia ba Ghana as a Ghana binsi hoda. I say na nkrofo we me nim say mu ni adwen bia omotimi ba say na omotimi konya policy bi ba ya Ghana binsi hoda. And I'm saying no. I will take my time and dig these people. But what kind of policy way? If any Panafest, Pan-African Festival. But surprisingly, no. Panafest igusu year juma. This year, August, yankasa. 25th July to 2nd of August. Na Panafest, year juma. But you in Panafest. Sometimes you are what I change people name. People be de koro. If any Pan-African Festival. Under the able leadership of His Excellency J.J. Rawlings, 1992, and through Efua Sutherland, and launched this Pan-African Festival. But I bring data, and here I made the two screens, maybe you can also cross-check and read about it. To get Africans in the diaspora, or my from Black Americans and Black Indian, some of my Ghana, and came home because if you find you for Ghana, any day cotton bruchiri. Ena ya customer brofo nti mume yemre fie na fe di ye nyina no yemme som Ghana nyeden emmom ti e ba e cultural activities ni nyine kan hobom nti Panafest no na dwuma no but on our screen the purpose of Panafest me that ho frequency aye no teams aye de activity aye of Panafest nyina is on your screen. And my NPP ni biang confuse you of a year of return. We are, then I get you to the year of return. Now if the one kasanso wahe, this is the year of return. Unyamra kaina copy and paste from NDC's policy of Pan-African Festival. Then we are copying the say, da beto ho, no masesandino. The only thing they know, no. They don't do anything, no nothing. The same ideas, the same everything. The same ideas, no nothing, no change, no nothing. That is exactly the same thing these guys have been doing. I say Yara Hosem. Yara Hosem say, a giant mind this the only thing they knew is to steal people's policies and programs. Obi on the Panafest 1992 you know but a graphic here that two ways a newspaper was a graphic of 1992 you know na cap Panafest as well. Two NPP in a business year of return for him. They don't even know. They themselves don't even know because he am 12 was a new way and children or more jump or more the policy about I say to who NPP for
Jimmy for party job.
And I don't know what's a party now then.
I want in the enemy.
Party now lacks ideas. We NPP in our program we are question them to because your party lacks ideas. You don't have the men. The men you say we have the men, we have the men, we have the men. You people had nothing. Ideas you were stealing it. You people were just stealing it. And the Panafest, and I'm copy and paste here. And you just change the name from Panafest to the year of returns. Exactly that's what you did. If I show it's on our screen. This is the debate with Munufie. So I always bring policies and programs. But to me, I do a lot of research before I present this particular show. I mean, by me new be at them. There was also now the year of return number. Now say one casa was them idiot to hoye hell. The beating in the me that is how I do my show. So let's take our time, build issues. Now mind you who say NDC is party what ideas, but NDC any the day. Sometimes that is the problem I have with NDC for because we keep so quiet. Now I'm uncrophobia they did too much. They couldn't do anything or they cannot do anything. And now we see allergy Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and say a DNT now so person was signed by BM. Yeah, no pap. They only change the website's name. And I dare say I want to say they copy and paste the same things in the Guha and the Kuguha. That is the only thing they know. They don't do anything. They are Prince like NPP are masters of smoke and mirrors. That is the only thing they know. They don't idea be anyhow. Sometimes the one who say me be NPP for no one. Na me is maintain tiasie. Because party are most someone moye NMD4. Most mo school akese who NPP ma we a lawyer and a way a doctor and a way engineer and a way intimo da one tenas mfa adwen emfa police be man and so many me. Party ni nyina no ene Mahmoud Bawumia nyina we de nyina hwe nipa di na chi abronya mo. Abronya o and they take decision ma alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hwe na po. O man na po 1 minute on fa microphone si na nim enkasa bomb nko but 20 style bi na ono otuno ni ba bi ogina onim so ogina bonten onim so ogina otumfu anim onim so ogina sorry dem ba bia o kasa o mama Mahmoud Bawumia the same opportunity atronko a on time mfa idea bi ama na opana na na dan kwaku for de on dey say wa yo luma nti ono won kasa ono no bi za na hia oluma bugi ono kwa na na okoda ono won kwa ye nti mbrante no oja omo te say gabi asaro kire da komo den na santi bi dey to mo no they couldn't help matters. Adwen bi ani ho adwen nada. Until we have the men. Who be so almost where are the men? They cannot name a single man to you. Adwen nasa. And this way a party na say we ja aboronyam sa aboronyam mo na make decision for mama there. And I don't know what the people are coming to do. Enti mesere Ghana na bi ya say about 2028 e wom say nduru ho ba yan hwe policies and program his excellency John Dramani Mamadi gu akwamu ende. Eno na 2028 be hwe sato aba. Ba wo de say nye onhwe no kwa na bisa say alternative no we he. Alternative ni wo. Because if I'm to name a number of policies at NPP we free NDC wa, you'll be shocked. Documentation proof to say na me ye kire ya. Me mention a lot of say be power ni ho. Be bo fa so gidi. Then you ask them say teacher mo contrast mo ko twa manifesto no kwa na. Why na typing manifesto in the bomb? They don't even know. So sometimes it's so surprising and so worrying. Say NPP party na asenyansa ni bia nche na yele enim tina na do say so mo kwotena fie mo kwadwom ho kakra.
I will say to the people of Ghana, I'm sorry. We are sorry for the poor work we have done. We're going to go and think about ourselves.
Na ensem kese na oluma we ba Ghana obekan. Wo de tie ba kwa na mo kanka.
It is Sikaso, or may you hear my. Nenam a memoir enquiet. A come there. I am a boat Ghana.
Hey, NPP4.
Jimmy for party job.
And some kesi dear, then I do to make me papa. Can some way in Nana Mahmoud Bawumia so Jinachino do to the far home. And to see NPP ni be almost and I'm with Yama Munuma the last 8 years now. Mo policy and kasa amade buy din o de ka ba komai NPP policy akwese akobam no free education free SHS they were even confused about free SHS and free education. Sometimes they were even confusing themselves because no one knew the difference between education and SHS. So we see NPP ni and they were confusing themselves free SHS and Ghana economy idea free SHS I will foresee in free just everything is about free SHS now be to say akobam no Akoba me na ya me ya, akoba me ti ya me ya, akoba mkoto dwe, me sisi, sa na NPP party na kwaye. Adwen nada. And then we need to waken them up. Ti Mahmoud Bawumia, upaja data na de mana, no udwane. Ubiba JK. Anyway, I'm making some of the messages about when I was NPP Nation Records, Minia, and the quite waja omoko. Waja omokra. Or just say, they just come to destroy the nation. No, must say we are Sikana say oh man no. The kugum pass Sikana so mundi. Sikana so mundi. That me at DNA hami ano no. sika no to mundi. No, but 16 years NPP has ruled Ghana. They can't point you to a single university they have built from scratch. No. I know they say, hey, now there's some okay, they can't say, we can't say, we are now, because the NCC send India and the omit my GB 50 actually, be a message sending, no. But because the M5 gain on Kusibia, no, they have no idea. Again, you. GDC, please show your appreciations by clicking up for this fantastic show. But so when you subscribe, yeah, take your time to subscribe for me. This is the debate with the Munufie. So with me, I like it, so no share, and so I think that I'll appreciate that. And every blessed day, so I take my time to also bring on show videos, kakra updates. Sometimes a day, meet me the 2 or 3 abanti on the videos tab on so no with me I answer. And so I. I can't stop laughing. I could but my free SHS na kwet ya kuba ma. Pa just about kaisa akuba maduru no. Akuba for advert bi. Akuba me na ye me ya. Akuba me ti ye me ya. Aku jam kotodwe e na me no mpem de say akuba ba ko na say yare bia bi. And then NPP no. Na free SHS to say akuba no ya de bia o ka say unya duani ni kura akuba. Hey. Emily, why will somebody form a government here Sika? A Sika no, it a kugum pass for next election. Mentia say. Because when you man of war, you don't do this kind of things. Adam, I see you're watching me live from Togo. Adam, Adam, Togo, we have a call there. Lomi, we have a call. I just said I could remember fire Kohubi and I just said, Kohoka, I had there. Zongo Positive Vibes say La Polyclinic, no show trade fair. No show go and look at the pressure at Lekma Hospital. So you think that La Polyclinic, you know, Oman Yefi or home. And people for the day, I say, sometimes I keep asking myself, say, I don't even know why and the crowd on my co-position just 7-8 months. Prepare or more pray, and how they are misbehaving in opposition. But the question is, a dear potting pan or other mamunition monza or more. No, Baptist, you sack the OSP. OSP, they have my personal issues with him, but I don't think so. He is that serious. And your OSP, when I told you, you know, she didn't want the omoye. Minima the omoye, but it seems that they are so slow at things because the way Ghana for person who action. It seems that they are not doing the same action. But anyway, almost so many people until they in because the OSP will be like when he invited Paul Adomoche, say on foul one person demo landed property mra. Me na mention them who are dear potting out or person. But on that was all a criminal lawyer and let's leave him near here. But me who say crocodile the John bin or NDC for because on to me be a man. Ghana man, but we need to watch him very critically because he's not doing anything. That is the only thing I can say. He's not doing anything. But anyway, I see the NPP doesn't build, they destroy and sell. Exactly. That is the only thing I think the NPP party no minimi yankasa. When himself show NPP ni bi o him himself some can no crepa so twene ho a utwa me. Every blessed day be o me frame my phones no we di matem style bi. But it's part of the eduman because nipa no tumi say ase na adwen ye yes in chain. Asema ye kan enya de wuti asem na wo kan. But no we yi na adwen yes in chain. And this this particular show, we see alleged Dr. Munufie and Addo. This is very sad news for them because all the policies and programs are not the champion of one. The bomb was for Helen. It didn't belong to them. But channel you say I'll present others to you. Now my child. Nima be his SLS John the money mama ya ebe shock you. Because NPP for some who they are your mama ye, meaning Nanado the kind as or mother. So what is that there? Minima de omoye. It's another here. Oh no, but who free him for if you just free him for free SHS. Adibon baby a free SHS. And I know Monko, Obi about joining that bangwagon to be an, Ubi said be a free SHS. Would not be sent PP be an, say, I'm most per se. Yes, and talk about Mount Bawumia, and then about by free SHS because economy Nankasa dear, yes, will be by JK, I join a free home. With Bawumia economy Nankasa at the bar say, Nanado so my boy man of economic issues in there. Yeah, the way. No, I'm saying honesty. NPP only gains power because of tribalism. Exactly, but it seems to say once the last election, you say the people of Ashanti region are not more bouncing more on them, no. Chum from Kakakra because I say they say about on a yen a buying a yama or when you know. Amamu no akwabi kanche was saying ye fun yare yare and would when you feel gadoki. And yare also be a fun yen yashin yam too. But ye when need you. And now when I had no so that who to say any yare and ye fun yare. Now what's your kai carrying also be yammy ya. The console you want God this your yeno with your fun inside. Hey, you are someone for a reason for. Mackenzie, the likes are not good at all, so please go on and still like the show. Yeah, I believe that people should like the show now for the intimate building. That is how I do the show almost every blessed day. This is the debate with Munufie. Until in the comment section, bring up any idea you think we should discuss now for the young build because one man show. If I also present the data to say the Bawumia for a match, that's you think the data is good. So what I say. So that is how I always think say we should do things because I say nipa the frame matcha now the match na bono. What I say. So when Bawumia always me pesa I didn't know kind of. I say data need the year. On one kind I say the data in the year. So the data never need the data na ene. Action.
Data brings light. People who don't like light don't like data. So when you see a politician trying to talk, you just say, bring the data to support what you are saying. And let us talk.
Simple as ABC. Now, what the data never told if it's answer also per president D now about Bayama Ghana for D. Why many have been a kind of tia. It's an odd tia, sir. Hey, or see a first year, no man.
Me pesa mon fastiano, mami.
All right.
Mon fastiano, mami.
Okay.
Mon mamistiano, na min chicano. Enko baby I see enko.
Okay.
Mon mamistiano. Mon fastiano, mami. Mon mamistiano, na min chicano.
Okay. Yeah, this year now. But Chicano, the NPP a question minimum. They say, oh, but who only pa kona bit man say you can't refer me any man after anyway, we buy JK. We buy JK doesn't know anything. Meaning, wow, bon. Wow, bon, kwa China na Addo. Bawumia. Psha. We nipa. NPP party then has a nipa ni na asa. And sometimes you think say, "Omo baba ma ya bo omo chira omo say that this is how you need to do things," and so they don't even learn. Because you're arrogant, pompous, almost yin baby. Where they know nothing. That is how we be doing to them. Oh my bon style baby. All right, we say for name the best you have. So will be a question maybe I think say meet me at your boss and I'm answer. But if there's no question behind I think say and then mama me fancy how on. Now watching na assign aba. Yeah, nyene say any nkrufo we do much here. And then I was a bit late, but I think say the show has been okay with all of us because me ko Juma team by a bit late kakra. Me wa had for so me say officially me here Juma kasa sometimes no. It me keeping me a bit longer. But I think say we are doing well because time be me baby and I think say I get a lot of you am to me ba ma agro no. It me a so I like the show. I'm at say Mr. Munufie, don't worry about the NPP insults. They are failed party and may not come to power for a very long time. Probably party in the Agu. NPP party no. Agu could have. Yeah, Kwame P News, American Job a party no. Bet says CPP no. It will be in existence by name, but deeper than yet. But of course, maybe I don't say anything because I think say frame me kwame line on kwade, I'll just pick up. But with the matter, I think okay, it's okay. So that's my kind of man new attempt. If you think like insulting me as part of the game, it might come as a macho, and that is how I present issues. And she said, one you so being now when things my make Canada one cause I wasn't because I keep on saying say Ubia about this particular show at the comment about a me kind message I made by so be whom number from me. And it means you know how to read and write. Into a number you can also do your own research about it and come and tell me say no, somehow can obwa. To say Nema Beka say NAPCO na NPP for some omande abano a NDC policy. Enti say me beka na say wo fi say asema meka na me boa. You come and tell me because now the country say onu omia NDC policy biada. Now wa launch adwuma odin nipa over 100,000 emo adwuma. Emo march on the streets of Accra. Ghana esa lie. But ma chiro say wo ko 2015 budget you presented in 2016 na. Paragraph 991 a NDC policy IFN community improvement program. Until NPP near go and read this particular document. Come and tell me say asama kind of obwa. But that is how I want to do my show. Because my kasa kwadia bitie kwa. Me the data not to hammer actually the source of the data. Kwana kind you take your time and read because ask me say how did you read all the document because I know how to read. In the paragraph from Makaya Kuhunu say, Napkui, I could find out them for Napkuni, Enuni. And I made him have your mama budget statement a lot. Now, they have for Kelufurata, they have a channel. I pinpoint a lot of who's actually also acquired Wabon with him pay. Wabon. So I take my time to read. And it's all NPP in your hands, and I will say, we be dear, we them. Go and read. Then come and challenge me with the data. Because I'm a candidate in the kind. I'll see for data in the judgment. So, Mechira will say, NAPCO and also I employ 100,000 or bois a mama policy and okofa change din keke. Sounds of matches a panafest any year of return the same. And then me the 2 penny by me the more about panafest and year of return the same thing. And the panafest year launch in 1992 9 year people in year at Teakumiaso. It's year of return and another down the buyer no. And year that DBA more copy PC or the document here that way just read it. Now compare a panafest so the no was the same thing on my head Masasano. Nothing changed. What I say? It is a whole person who do my time there. You go and then you talk. But maybe